Hello everyone, how's it going? It's the Professional here, and today we are reviewing the Alpha Z1. I'm sorry I've been slacking a little bit on the videos. School and work have been messing me up kind of. I'm back on track of it. I'm trying to make as many videos as I can, so bear with me if I don't get to upload every day, but I do try to live stream every day. Now, the Alpha Z1 right here, this plane normally it costs $2,121,350, but the trade-in price is $1,595,000, and that's if you complete nine source missions. So all you gotta do is just do 9 source missions for the cargo. Doesn't matter how many players you do it with, and you get cargo in your hangar, you get money you can sell that for, and you get a discount on the plane, so might as well do that. So this plane has a good amount of liveries that you can paint with it, and it doesn't have any guns, it doesn't have any bombs or anything, but what it does have is it does have agility and speed, and this is the smallest plane in the game. This is not the smallest aircraft in the game, that is the Havoc, but this is the smallest plane in the game right now. It has a very strange set of wheels I've noticed on it. I thought that the wheels were originally going to be deployable, but they're not. The wheels are always out on this. And let's start off right away with this plane. This plane takes a little bit of time to get into. Once you get into it and start the engine, once you get there, it has a very fast acceleration, very fast takeoff, and this is the most agile plane in the game. I 100% know that now. This is the smallest plane, and because of that, you have a downside and a plus side also. The plus side is that this plane is extremely agile. You can pretty much do anything you want with it. You can fly anywhere you want with this, and I also believe this is the fastest plane in the game, and we will be testing that. And you can pretty much do what you want. You can do rolls with this thing. You can fly upside down. You can completely do a 360 upside down. It's anything you can pretty much think of flying under any structure you can do with this plane. But negative side is because this plane is so lightweight that it's so sensitive. So that means that you have to really get used to flying this plane. Now this can be a plus or a negative, but it means that you really have to get used to flying this plane because, for example, if you push down on the stick while you're flying this plane versus other planes, this plane could nosedive down. But if you push down on the stick on other planes, it'll just go slightly down. So that's basically what I'm talking about, is because this plane is so lightweight, it can be a little bit difficult to control, but once any pilot gets used to it, it shouldn't be a problem for them anymore. And I mean, just look at what we are able to do with this plane. We're able to fly under the most craziest obstacles with this plane I can think of. Even the really small tunnels in the game that we weren't able to ever fly through, we can now fly through with this plane. But only a really ace of a pilot would be able to pull that off. And what I recommend is, that when you're flying this through like a low structure and you want to turn, just press L1 and R1 slowly on the PS4. Just turn its wings slowly. Do not use the analog controls, because if you use the analog controls, this plane, like I said, is really sensitive, and it can be unbalanced, and you can accidentally nosedive down or pull up too much and crash in a tunnel. So just use L1 and R1 when you want to turn. And this plane is amazing for just its agility, its speed, and just its size is able to fly under all these crazy structures. Yeah, all these structures we're hitting easily. Tunnels that we weren't able to ever fly under, we can now fly under. So right here we have a damage test, and this plane can take 3 homing missiles, so on the third one it explodes, and that's amazing. And I know it's the same thing as other planes, but for such a small plane taking 3 missiles, that's amazing. And remember, the Havoc helicopter could only take 1 missile, so for taking 3 missiles in a small plane, that's amazing. And in this frame right here, I'm testing the landing on this plane. How easily does this plane land? How does it handle? And what I've noticed is that this plane, you cannot land this plane quickly like other planes. It's very sensitive. If you land this plane slowly, it is kind of easy to land, but then there's also the other backdrop, is that this plane is way too, it just pushes up way too much. Even if you're driving slowly, it's hard to stop this plane when you land. Let me show you guys that in another example right here. So here, as you guys see, I'm flying a lot slower now. Look, a lot slower than I was before, and it's easier to land. But even when it's easier to land, I almost need half the runway just for this small plane. Just because look at how difficult it is to stop, because you land and then the engine starts up again and it starts speeding up again. So it does go down the runway way too much. And also, I wanted to show you guys here, just like the Starlink, this plane is very amazing at pulling up. It doesn't stall. This plane does not stall, so you can just literally nosedive up and just keep going until you hit the clouds. and we have hit the top of the map. Now that's very fast for such a small aircraft, and amazing just for a propelled-based plane to be able to fly up so easily. And here, we are doing a speed test. I wanted to see how fast this thing was. Can it beat a Hydra? Let's see right now. And this clip is sped up to save time and the distance that we're flying, but I managed to take off quicker than the Hydra, and it doesn't look like the Hydra is able to catch up to me. And I did 2 more tests just to be absolutely positive. But I believe this is the fastest plane in GTA Online right now. This small little thing, if you guys believe that, yeah. This thing is apparently the fastest plane in GTA Online. Let me show you guys here another test just to prove it to you guys. And here again, I managed to take off quicker than the Hydra, and I'm much farther ahead than the Hydra. I'd say, what is that? It's like a good 100 meters. The Hydra's behind me. And here in this frame, finally, I wanted to do an air-to-air test right now. So basically, without the acceleration on the runway, if we just throw that out, and the Hydra lines up perfectly with me right now, as the Hydra is really close to me right now, is the Hydra going to be able to catch up to me at this distance right now, when I'm flying right this? And I decided to make the test, race to Paleto Bay. And as you guys see, I'm actually gaining distance on the Hydra. Even though he was so close to me, he has no chance of catching up to me. So yes, this is the fastest plane in GTA Online right now, no question about that. I managed to beat a Hydra all the way to Paleto Bay. Just look at this. And here we are doing our finals of the review. And for my tests, this is the fastest plane in GTA Online. I'm surprised for such a small aircraft and being propelled based that it's the fastest plane in GTA Online. I really thought the Hydra was going to stay as the fastest one, but apparently this one beats it. It's the most agile plane in GTA Online, and its size just makes it even better because it's so agile that it can pretty much fly in a lot of those smaller tunnels that you weren't able to fit planes in before. Like a lot of those car tunnels, if you want to like show off to your friends, you want to have bragging rights, you can use this plane to do some crazy stunts. And it can take 3 missiles. And with it taking 3 missiles, the reason I put that in there is other planes also take 3 missiles, but this plane, for such a small size, and it can take 3 missiles, that's amazing. And this plane is so fast, it doesn't even need the flares. Actually, it can just dodge the flares. I mean, dodge the missiles. So you don't even need flares on this plane, to tell you the truth. And the Havoc, remember that was the smallest helicopter that could only take 1 missile, but this plane takes 3. And here we got the cons. This plane is a decent price as well. It's not overpriced, but the cons, practically nothing. The only thing that I've seen is that the landing can be annoying, and because it's so agile, it can be difficult to learn to fly, but I don't think that's really technically a con, because you can just adjust to it and you can learn to fly. Just a beginner, it will be annoying, and that's like when you push down on this plane versus like other planes. This plane can nosedive down, but if you get used to this plane, that shouldn't be a con. And no guns or bombs. I mean, while that technically is a con, I don't think it really is, because for a plane this size, like, you can't really imagine a plane like this size would have guns. Like, really? I don't think a plane like this could have guns, a small thing like this. So that's pretty much it for the review. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I do think this plane is definitely worth it. I mean, since it's the fastest thing in the game right now, and it's so slow and just so good at stunts, I can see, well, this will get you around the map really quickly. So I've debated a lot of agile planes, but this is definitely the most agile plane. And I will be live streaming right after this, and we will be doing a giveaway soon. I will be doing a giveaway for 3 $20 PlayStation cards, and it will be an actual legitimate giveaway. I will give away the details tomorrow and let people know how to actually enter that. And I will be doing a review on the Ultralight, the final aircraft in the game that I have yet to review. And I guess that's that for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.